Tom Fitton, president of Judicial Watch. You have launched a Freedom of Information lawsuit against the U.S. Secret Service regarding Hunter Biden's gun transaction records from a Delaware firearms merchant. How and why would the U.S. Secret Service be involved in a gun purchase that Hunter Biden made back in 2018, sir?
Well, that's a good question. Normally, the Secret Service doesn't get involved in cases like this. It's obviously ATF or FBI if there's a federal component. But the story is there was Hunter's gun was dumped in a dumpster near a school. And
this is in Delaware, I gather, right?
This is in Delaware. I think it was back in 2018. And it was his gun. It was dumped by the widow of his brother, Bo. So it's all sorts of odd weirdness there. And the Secret Service reportedly went and took and removed documents concerning the purchase of the gun from the store from which it was purchased. Well, that's highly unusual. We want to know what was going on. Why did the Secret Service intervene here? I didn't even know the Secret Service was still providing protection for Hunter at that point, because we know separately that the Secret Service stopped providing protection about halfway into the Obama-Biden second term. So let's say it's 2014 or 15. So what was going on? And we asked for the records, and we've been waiting over a year plus. And so we sued. We sued the Department of Homeland Security, which has oversight over the Secret Service. And the one big issue is that the Secret Service is not only covering for Biden here by refusing to provide the documents as the law requires, but we had also separately recently sued the Secret Service over travel records concerning Hunter Biden.
So there's this, apparently Hunter bought a gun, and the story is that Hallie Biden, who I believe is his sister-in-law, and they were having a personal relationship, I believe at the time, had some sort of argument over the purchase of this gun. She throws the gun into a dumpster, which apparently, as you said, is near a school. And at some point or another, the Secret Service goes to this gun merchant where Hunter bought the gun and says, "We'd like to take all the paperwork associated with this." That doesn't usually happen. How unusual is that the Secret Service would, as you mentioned, supposedly they aren't even giving him protection in 2018 because I don't think his father was even a candidate at that point.
Yeah, I don't understand it, but it kind of fits in with the pattern that these agencies have been protecting the Bidens for years. Look, you have the FBI hunting down Project Veritas and these poor people caught up in this Ashley Biden matter. It's a diary that she left behind in some home in Florida, and they made a federal case out of it, all over a diary. That, again, raises some uncomfortable issues for Joe Biden, at least the contents of it. And so you've got the Secret Service hiding information about his travels, hiding information about this odd gun situation. And of course, there's the other issue about whether he was truthful to, as the law requires in federal forms and background checks about his gun purchases. So that's another big issue. And then on top of that, you've got the big corruption issues, the international corruption that's been at issue with his dealings with Burisma in China and other countries. We sued the State Department for records about that again and again, more stonewalling. So what we're seeing here is a pattern and practice of stonewalling, illegal secrecy by the Biden administration to protect Hunter, which is also, of course, about protecting Joe Biden.
So this is something deliberate here that you're saying the administration is involved in.
Look, they know these requests that we're making are about Hunter Biden. They're ignoring them contrary to law. So there's unlawful activity to cover this up. And so, in our experience, if they have something, this is an indication that there's something to hide.
Tom Fitton, president of Judicial Watch, talking about a new lawsuit against the Secret Service, getting information about Hunter Biden disposing of this gun several years ago. Very curious that the records have not been forthcoming. Thank you, Tom Fitton, president of Judicial Watch. Good to talk to you.